Squishy hugs to everybody around the world, big virtual hugs. I'm very happy today. Things are looking up more and more the further we go along. Today is my oldest son's birthday. He hasn't texted me back yet because I think he's a little chapped because I sent him and his oldest brother a thing that said, your unvaxxed sperm is worth millions. Probably more than your cryptocurrency. Fell flat, silent, dead, no response. That was the other day. So they're not very good texters, either one of them, anyways, unless they think I have something important to share or whatever. And I mean, that benefits them. That's how kids work. Anyways, so I'm super happy. Today's chat is what are you thinking about? Because we are all guilty of sliding back into our old routines of maybe feeling a little victimish. I woke up this morning with a freaking headache. It's so windy here. And wind and me, don't ask me to do anything when it's windy outside, because I'm just going to be sitting wherever I'm going to be sitting by an open window, letting the breeze come at me and then blowing my smoke out the window. I don't go walking in the wind. Ugh, I hate it. It just makes me mental. Just crazy. So this morning I didn't get up in the best mood because I just garbage can alley and blah blah blah, a whole bunch of 3D things, and I was like, man, I don't want to be in this matrix anymore. When is this boop gonna happen? Bring it on. Like, I was just chucked off about everything. So what I decided to do is I'm changing my vibration. I had a chat with my my courtier Sapphire, and I was just like, yeah, I don't know, like, kind of in a weird vibe this morning. I wanted to go for a nap, but as soon as I hung up the phone, I'm like, nope, I'm gonna do laundry, I'm gonna clean my place, and I started painting. So I'm making my new little nephew a painting today. I'm really excited about that. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm also gonna be baking some more goodies. That's what I'm doing. Well, it's nice out. So yes, I'm praying that corrupt people are getting rescued as well. Hope. Oh, sorry, I'm squinting here. I should put these dang glasses on. Dollar store glasses. Got a CPS stealing kids. Prayers needed. Yes, I will. Send lots of love and light vibes. So thank you, everybody. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a quick reading and keep this nice and sweet. If you don't know my Telegram account, first of all, another band from Crackbook. Whoop whoop. They went back to May 7th of 2020. In case you're wondering why I don't post very often on there, it's because I have some cold case files working on Crackbook to look for very offensive memes from 13 months ago. So I think it's all taking place. This is all for good reason. I totally don't care. I'm surprised I'm still surviving on this channel, but they do flash green things and like all of this. So if you guys haven't followed on to my group chat, I will have to look up the exact name. So if you're not in the group chat, that's I just sent Sassy Spice a really funny video that popped up about somebody. Okay, so my group chat is t.me/redpillraven.com, all spelled out, redpillraven.com. And it looks like this, and it says group chat. I don't know what it says. Group chat for people of Raven Moonstone to discuss current events. So yeah, drop your current events of what's happening or really good things that you want to share. And thank you to all the Spice Girls and Willie. I don't know, Willie, we got to make you a Spice name, because Cash is Freedom Spice, but you got to say Cash's name like this. Freedom Spice. That's how you say Freedom Spice. And then Kelly and Wes is Old Spice. And so you need to think of a spice name there, Willie. I got, something creative. And yeah, so dudes, get your spice names on. So thank you to all the other girls and boys in there, putting information in there, and we're staying on top of the trolls that are out there as well. So some things, if you aren't already, yes, I'm going to bring something up that many of you have broached with me, is how unorganized all of these cease and desist groups are around the world. This is a global thing. These are volunteer administrators, and try and work together as best as you can. So if you have to do like your own little, like what we did here in Calgary is we have a little group and we made a spreadsheet, and wherever we serve or email or fax goes into that spreadsheet. It gets updated every day and then drops back into Romana's group. So if you're doing these and you want to participate, then check with the group, get a little sheet of paper, like an Excel spreadsheet, or make your own, and then make sure you're not double downing on anybody's. And then I guess what this looks like, why we're doing this is we the people. Make sure your paperwork is signed we the people. And the reason why this is happening is because we are in a soft martial law. This is what it looks like by enabling citizens to enact themselves to go and help stop all of this nonsense going on. So that's ultimately what's going on. And by the way, I have a personal win here in my building. Okay? I'll just call her Karen. Karen walks around with a mask all the time, 24/7. Very lovely lady. Says hi to me every day. Helps out a lot of people in the building. She lives a few floors up. I hope she's not the one above me that sprays perfume. But anyways. So she was looking all fearful today when I'm going downstairs to do laundry. And I said, so are you going to get the JAB? Or did you get them yet? And she goes, oh no. And I was like, I just about shit my pants. I'm not going to lie. I was like, holy, because I thought she would be the first one in line. And she's like, no, I know all about the thalidomide babies and, you know, all of that. And that lady got like first run out of town when the pharmacist refused to sell it. And she went into this big story. And I'm like, sweet. Oh, card just popped out while I just said that. And yeah, so she was on it. She goes, we don't know enough about it. They rushed it along and it's too experimental. And I'm like, oh, I didn't ask, you know. But I said, you know, the disease is 99.9996% survivable. You're okay taking that thing off. She kind of ignored that. So I think it's a safety blanket for her. But good on you, Karen. Proud of you. I'm proud of you for not going that extra distance and educating yourself. That's very amazing. So, and follow up to the 22 years video, I think it was, I mentioned on it, or it is about time. One of those. I talked about med beds not being able to reverse the JAB. Now, apparently that's not true. They can. So I'm reporting both things. I don't know 100%. But in my mind, when I saw that girl say that they weren't able to, and I'm like, but why? If you're like a computer and viruses get computers, then, and the good guys win, then ultimately the good guys, if you want your DNA cleaned, will be able to clean it. And that's what my guessing is. My feeling is that you will be able to return back to God's creation if you so desire. I just couldn't see, you know, I know they don't know enough about it, but we have the technology. That's all I can say. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. So I got 2 cards here. I'm reading from The Wisdom of Avalon by Colette Baron Reed, and I'm thinking about getting some other cards soon. I want to get, I used to have Doreen Virtue's Angel, Oracle Angels, and I used to have the Oracle deck with, it was blue, and I used that one a lot. And then I had Jamie Sam's, and I can't remember the other guy's, Tarot in Native Totem Animals. I love those cards. But I threw them out a year ago. I thanked them for their 8 years of service, and then okay, so the 2 cards I got. Oh, I'm just going to say it. I fucking love it. These are perfect cards for today. The Bard and communication. I got goosebumps all over. So the Bard is about a storyteller, okay? And writing your own personal history. And communication. What you interpret. Go with your instincts on this one. Okay? Just go with your instincts. I think we're going to hear a big story today, myself. I think there's going to be something interesting coming through in communication. So, music, poetry, myth, history, the enchantment of storytelling. This card represents music, storytelling, and the passing of truth, myths, and legend from generation to generation through spoken word or song. In ancient Avalon, the traditions and stories of the people were gathered on the leaves that served as letters in the living alphabet and were tended to in vast long houses. Here, druids and priestesses came to read and weave the stories of magic and sacred relationship to the god, goddess, and the mystery. Those schooled in the art of music and storytelling were given the task of informing their world and keeping the stories of their culture alive. They were given the name of the bard. When the bard appears, you're asked to seek answers in your personal history, go back into your own story and find the threads and patterns in your reality and trace their links to the present. This is a good time to tell me too that if you have any old vibrations, if you keep thinking about the past or anybody harming you or continuing to harm you, you need to work out those triggers right now. I do not believe for a second that any harm is going to come to me in the near future. I do believe death is an illusion. But if we have any sort of where we're like, oh, I did this or I did that, or I wish I did this or that, or this person's doing that or this, or you should be doing this or that, those are all negative vibrations that aren't sitting in love. So remember to work on those through your storytelling too. So you can release those. You can just surrender them off to love, okay? So perhaps you'll be surprised of how much of your past or that your ancestors still weaves its influence on you today. When the bard appears, he asks you to retrieve the stories woven in the past. Perhaps you need to learn about the history of someone or something important to your inquiry. The seeds of the future are always hidden in the soil of the past. It's time to dig a little and find the clarity you need. Don't be afraid to learn the patterns of history. The only way to honor them or to change them is to know them. Perhaps it's time to listen to music or allow yourself to be carried to the land of memory and listen for its messages as a string of your soul are strummed by the hand of the divine. Remember that the bard appears to help you stay in tune with all that is. You are music and your story is sung in the heavens. I love it. So I'm going to be playing my guitar today too. Practicing more songs and writing down more songs. So communication. Are you clear and straightforward when you communicate with others? Do you have difficulty in asking for what you need? This marker reminds you of many things related to how you speak to the world and how it speaks to you. Asks you to be clear. It asks you to be clear and seek clarity in all communications between yourself and others in your life. Perhaps you need to call someone or write a letter. Do you need to connect with someone you haven't talked to in a while? Do you need to clarify something that remains cloudy between you and another? Drawing this marker indicates that it's timely to do so, for communication at this moment is highlighted in all areas of your life. This card notes that communication is not just between human beings. Your spirit guides, angels, and other helpers on your path are always trying to pay attention. Are you open to their messages? Ask and you will know, look and you will see, listen and you will hear, sense and you will feel. Communication is not just about talking at something or someone. In Avalon, the sacred wisdom was gained by developing receptivity and learning to listen. We all need to listen to ourselves. That's what's going on right now. That card reading is all about that too, is retracing all of your history and finding out sometimes we have a lack of communication with someone or trouble communicating with someone. So we're crossing on these planes. Just send that person unconditional love, surrender that situation off to love, and learn from and acknowledge it to move forward. So we can learn from our own past choices and all of the things that happened on in our world that we don't want to have happen again. So that's what that card reading is all about. I love it because it's preparing us. Yesterday was about preparation too, and cleaning up our house and getting it all in order. So I'm physically doing that today. So I'm just finishing up my laundry and baking. And yesterday, I think I baked myself into a little bit of a coma. Maybe that's why I didn't sleep so well last night. I smoked so much weed. I don't know. But we're having a good laugh with all of our friends about who smokes what and how much. So whatever. Anyways, everyone stay in your highest vibrations. I know it's time. Don't give up. Don't give up those high vibrations. Don't give away your power. Just keep journaling, making sure that you're releasing those strings. If you're having a particularly hard time cutting loose anything, then I always say, pretend the person's sitting in a chair beside you and just yell at them. Yell at them. And then say, after they're done, I thank you for the lessons. I forgive you. Take out your magic golden sword, because we all have a magic golden sword, and cut away all of those negative vibrations and cut that dark energy off. Everything that's love will remain, because that's where it's your heart. It's coming from your heart. So you don't need to forgive a person in person, because the forgiveness is all about you and how that changes your vibration. So the more we just lend out forgiveness to everybody, the Gestapo, all of this nonsense going on, and surround that dark energy in just a big love bubble and surrender it off, we'll move faster and faster through this. And we're gonna hit 4 weeks right now, as General Flynn says, of information that will shock the entire world. It's not a time for I told you so. That is not loving. That is shameful. That is guilt. That comes from such a negative, low vibration. So keep in mind what we're thinking, okay? And yeah, so what are you thinking about? Rewrite all the fun stories of your life if you want to in a book. I'm sure there's stories your kids don't know about. You know, lots of them. Lots and lots. So connect with your family and friends in video calls. Keep the love alive unconditionally. I know they all think we're a bunch of weirdos right now, but whatevs. It's coming around the corner. We're getting over that. Boop. We're coming to a point where we're all together as one. And by the way, speaking of which, keep getting an idea in my head here, and I'm just putting it out to everyone else. I have a feeling that after all of this stuff goes down, I'll be touring Canada. And I'll be starting in Calgary, and I'll be going to the West Coast, and then like all over the place. So anybody in Canada that is open to having me and a whole pile of friends come to visit you as a friend, then we'll keep each other in the loop and find out how we can make this happen, because I want to meet all of the Ravenettes that are in the vibration and want to be in the vibration. And then we're going to and the people that are not living in Canada, you come over here, because we got cheap weed and it's legal. So we can just go on party buses all over the country and meet all of these amazing people. And yes, we have edibles, lots and lots of good ones. Taco Spice knows where to get some really good ones. She has a good hookup for some delicious edibles. So, and I might have a few other friends that might be in the know of that as well. But anyways, I love you guys all. I'm so excited. I can't keep still. I can't have a nap. I can't sleep. I don't know if everybody else feels like this, but I'm feeling it like we're I'm on the top of the roller coaster, and all of a sudden, we're gonna go down. But I don't mean down into like despair. I mean like we're never gonna stop after this happens. It's never gonna stop. So rest up, soldiers. It's time to rest up and prepare and put on that armor. Shit's about to get real. And I'll just say this just for Sapphire. Shit's about to go down. I love you guys. Have a great day. And yeah, I like this little setup. Got them over my right shoulder, which is my male protector energy. And it's 45 people watching. Apparently only 45 of you, all 45. And 27 thumbs up. So if you haven't liked or subscribed or gotten the notifications, do that. Like, subscribe, unsubscribe, resubscribe, and then turn your comments off and on, and maybe that'll help you get the notifications up here. But I'm just so happy. I'm going to go for a walk if the wind ever calms the heck down, and go sit outside after my laundry's done. So find a little sheltered alcove to go hibernate in there. But I love you guys. Have a wonderful day, evening, night, and I hope wherever you are in the universe, you are sitting in happiness and gratitude. It helps us all. Sing Heal the World 3 times. And yes, we have people working on that. We still have to make more summer videos. That's what we're doing. So if you still want to record Heal the World videos, go ahead. Email them to me. Put it on a YouTube, though. It's easier to take it off of YouTube and then make it into the video. So it's going to be quite a project. Maybe it'll be ready by Christmas. I don't know. We're still working on it. I love you guys. Take care.